How's it going, guys? We're the engineering department for the Bell Orchid Hotel. My name's Jake Snowden, and this is my partner, Julian Kirstner. We're going to be walking you through pretty much what we do in the engineering department at the Bell Orchid Hotel.
I will start off. I will give you a general overview of the Bell Orchid Hotel. The Bell Orchid Hotel is a 4-star hotel. It has 200 rooms, 3 different kinds of rooms: standard, suite, and deluxe for the rich people. We will start off with the risk management in the pool area. The Bell Orchid Hotel has 3 different pools located in 3 different areas, so they are accessible to everybody all over the hotel. It is important that the operational hours are posted, and the pools are only open during those hours, not before or after or anything else. We make sure that all of our policies are enforced at all times. And one of the policies would include that you have to be registered at this hotel to be able to access the pool. All the policies are listed in English, Spanish, and French. And we have at least 1 CPR certified employee at the pool at all times when it is open. The depths of the pools are posted in metric and feet, so there's no confusion for the European people. We have all self-closing and locking gates to make sure that there is no unauthorized access to the pools. All of the electrical components are inspected daily and on a regular basis throughout the day. And our emergency telephone goes to the front desk as well as 911, so there isn't any delay. The spa drain is inspected daily so that there's no cloggage. The temperature is at 105 degrees max. It can go lower than that, but it's generally always at 105 degrees. The temperature is posted, so it's easily readable by all guests, so that there's no question about what it's at. Alcohol is not permitted in or near the spa or the pool. We have to make sure that there is non-slip flooring for people that may lose their balance and could be bad. Yeah, that could be bad. The policies are also listed in English, Spanish, and French. The spa is also only permitted by guests, and there is a ladder provided into the spa so that it's easily swimmable. And the emergency telephone also goes straight to the front desk as well as 911. The parking lot is next, and we make sure that all of the parking lots are patrolled regularly, and the parking lot walkways and the parking lot itself are well lit, so it's always safe. And we have closed circuit cameras that are checked daily for functionality and sends photos to security if there's any suspicion of bad people. Emergency call boxes are the same as in the pool. They go to the front desk as well as 911. And we make sure that there is the correct percentage of ADA parking for our handicapped guests.
Yes, I can't hear you.
And the main entrance is only open after 10 p.m. and no other entrance is really accessible unless you have a key card to get in. And all of our doors and everywhere into the hotel is well marked so that people don't get lost and gone astray. We wanted to do a little piece on safety in the workplace just to make sure that everything was clear with our staff. Our kitchen staff needs to pay attention at all times, especially when they are cutting or using sharp knives or equipment or anything of the sort. We always make sure that our kitchen staff uses equipment, guards, and gloves for sanitary reasons, as well as safety. And they always make sure that they carry the dishes and glassware carefully so there are no accidents. And they sweep up broken glass and they use use proper containers to put the broken items in, and they are very careful when they remove lids so they don't get any cuts on their fingers. The housekeeping staff, it is very important that our staff reads all directions carefully, especially when they're using, cleaning products that could be potentially hazardous. And that they always use approved cleaning products and the correct lifting techniques. We don't want any lawsuits for back injuries or anything like that. And overall, we make sure that we have plenty of smoke detectors. All of our doors are locked, and the only way that you can access them is through a proper key card. We have automatic door openers for handicap guests, and slower times on elevator door closures so that we have the old people that are slowly making their way into the door. And we have recodable locks just in case, something were to happen and somebody freaks out and they need to redo the codes and whatnot. Fire alarms go with the smoke detectors. All of the windows lock, but they can be unlocked from the inside, obviously. And rooms and hallways are well lit, so there is no hazardous times, I guess you could say. Is that me too?
Yeah, I
it is me
guess
too.
so.
This is pretty self-explanatory. We always have an emergency plan for those times when there are emergencies. Documentation of all safety-related reports are easily accessible in all rooms as well as bathrooms, just in case. Relations with local law enforcement is very important to us because, who comes to rescue us but our local law enforcement? We have safety committee and meetings every month to make sure that everything is clear, and if you have to update anything, it's well up to date. And reports and documentation with insurance carriers are often updated and whatnot.
Alright, I'm going to go over a little bit of the spending that the Bell Orchid has done over the last couple months for our engineering department, as well as just minor renovations throughout the whole hotel. Right here we've got expenses in these two columns and also amounts in the other two. This is the month of January, which came out to a total of $116,465. Most of those were for furniture and new floors, elevator repairs. We've also got a few construction and renovations going on. That was in the month of January. Right now, we're currently, well, not right now, but we're pretty much ending the end of our renovations and carpeting and furniture, so spending has decreased dramatically from the month of January and has further decreased in the month of March due to just regular maintenance going on, and most of the construction's been done. They're just cleaning up and stuff. Let's see here. Move on to the summary. You can see we went from 6 digits in January down to 5, and we're going to be trying to lower that number even more with more needed updates and less frivolous updates, like fancy furniture and all that. Stuff that we don't really need, we're not too focused on right now since we took most of that out in January, so we're just trying to get back on pace here. And the areas of spending, many of them were brought in from outside contractors. We used Access for our databases to decide which companies we were going to choose from. Most of them provide 24-hour service, so we can call them whenever we want if any of our guests have a problem. We've also got electric companies, landscaping, and plumbing in there. We've got the San Diego HVAC, which we use for our heating, cooling, and air conditioning systems. We've also got Ace Builders and Golden State Plumbing for our water. We also do have our databases available for anyone to see if they so choose. It was sadly too big to put up on our screen, so I did that little bit of call out there. in conclusion, safety is always a concern at the Bell Orchid Hotel, and we hope that this presentation has really inspired you, and always keep risks in mind as a guest and an employee, because risk can come from anywhere. And one of our slogans was that we're cutting down the risks, which cuts down the cost. And for any comments or concerns, please contact either Julian or myself. Thank you, guys.